east to west on the perimeter with the ball.
McNeil has come in. He'll shoot right away. Time so far, both ends of the court. Miami tried to overcome a 16-point halftime deficit against Georgia Tech and came up a little bit short. Lance Terry for the Jackets had 31 points. That was a career high for him. That was on Tuesday. Staton McCray, high arcing three is on net.
In the field right now, important possession for Miami.
Canes close it to 56-53 with about 9 minutes to go in this half. They trail by 3 now, can tie with a three-pointer. Methodical possession. Staton McCray to tie us up at 70.
The ability to grab information because everything was a rule. Now these kids have the ability to figure it out, seek outside help. Quite frankly, I'm jealous. What a move by Staton McCray. And he hung up on me. Wow. So, like, that's just part of the gig. But at the same time, I asked Cliff, I was like, this is when I was a freshman, are we not supposed to have a relationship with the coach? He goes, why would you? Wow. So he's like, you're getting your scholarship. He's giving you playing time, and you're playing well for him. So it's, wow.
With a 20-point lead here for the Tar Heels. Staton McCray with a pull-up pop and knocks that down. Away. Schwartz will drive it. And Jackson with the deflection. Intelligent fan base here in North Carolina. They know the position that they're in. They've got to win here today, and they came out firing. Staton McCray.
But that's just statistically, cumulatively, that's where this Duke team is at right now.
Look, it doesn't tell you everything, but it certainly points to something. And that something's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn balanced, and it's probably something that everybody out there would like to replicate if at all possible.
Darren Harris on the floor for the first time with under 11 to play. The promotion, that would be probably more costly than a chicken sandwich that nobody's actually going to get. They're just going to cheer for.
It's the idea of getting something for free, Kevin.
Right. If he misses 2 free throws, I could get some fries.
Well, Virginia Tech does a dang slab of bacon.
Staton McCray for 3.
You know, I think you go back, you regroup as a team, right? Yeah, I think Coach Young says to their team, hey, you know, we didn't play well, obviously, right? But you get your team together and you focus on, you know, how you can get better and how you can perform better.
In Miami, they're still searching for their best offense without Matthew Cleveland out there, the leading scorer who is missing tonight.
Kid out a little bit and found this big fella Petite down low for an easy bucket.
Kid trying to answer on the other end. Going against Poteet. Risky pass out of the double team. Shot clock down to 5. Staton McCray got it again.
Your shooter out there, he can really shoot the ball.
Virginia Tech 4 of 8 from 3. A welcome sight after a 58-year season low. 36 points on Tuesday night. Oh, desperate for a bounce back win tonight. Staton McCray staying. So the Wild's got a mismatch. They float it to him. 3 seconds to shoot. Rejected by Lynn Kidd.
Good play by Lynn Kidd, using his length.
Staton McCray, crafty take for 2.
No, not at all. And you know, they've gone through the ringer this year, you know, with the coach leaving, guys being hurt. But when you watch them, right, they don't look like a 6-20 team. The past 2 months, they've been playing really, really well.
Staton McCray got it again.
Man, you turn the ball over and you don't hustle back on the defensive end, you're going to be sitting next to coach if that's the way you're going to hoop.
Big time answer, A.J. Staton McCray.
Miami does have 2 wins in their last 4 games. They forced the turnover there.
And both teams are making it harder than it's supposed to be on the offensive side of the ball. And that's one way to do it. Skill set right there.
Staton McCray, his 3 ball off to the right, knocked out, rebound long, McCray lays it in. A.J. Staton.
Amadou Kante, redshirt freshman, physical player, brings good energy and off the bench early. Good post denial from Johnson on the feed from Zach Austin. Great read by Leggett, but he couldn't control it. And A.J. Staton McCray.
Floor are relying on the penetration that Lowe usually presents like that.
Jorge Diaz-Grim, who has shot it great this season. Twin of Guillermo, of course. And now Staton McCray rises again, and he knocks down another.
Game, as you call it.
Well, Pitt broke that pressure with aggressiveness that you wanted earlier.
Yes.
Brandon Cummings just streaked to the basket and scored to make it a 4-point lead again.
When a team presses you, you've got to attack when the opportunity presents itself. If not, you can't give them freebies. Give them something to think about whether they want to continue to do that or not.
A.J. Staton McCray with a beautiful spin. He's brought some. Buries it. Amsal Delilich has 14.
Great play you want to see by both freshmen. Attacking, being unselfish.
Staton McCray answers.
Excellent spacing again and passing by Syracuse.
Lampkin got the block, but then the second half.
He was pretty much underneath the basket. If he gets that good a position, throw it to him. And now Miami, it's not even a question. You got a double. In particular,
for me, it's the 8 for 11 from the field. It's the efficiency that he does it with.
Yeah, really, again, right now, putting on a show for these NBA scouts in attendance.
A.J. Staton McCray backing down Starling. 10 to shoot. Spins baseline, regathers, puts it in.
He shot the three very well at JMU, and he hasn't done that yet here at Louisville.
Out of the corner, 3 ball from Staton McCray.
I don't understand how in February, if he's that enthusiastic every day, how he can still have a voice at all.
Of course, a disciple of the late great Skip Prosser in terms of his coaching pedigree, and he's done a marvelous job here. Louisville on 8-0 run. Staton McCray trying to snap it. And look at that shot. A.J. Edwards is going to have a feast.
He got the switch, and Brandon Johnson was trying to guard him, and I think that's a mismatch, and Edwards took advantage.
Staton McCray back into traffic. Another move with the right hand, and A.J. Staton in this offense beautifully, and Waterman's 3 is too strong. Traore the rebound. And had it knocked away, and Oguchukwu with it. Staton McCray the other way. Scoop, and another score.
Okay, maybe that's the kind of shots he's going to.
McCar's nickname, his second field goal.
That's now 5 assists for Terrence Edwards Jr. He's done a really nice job handling the ball.
And a 3 ball on Louisville.
A non-shooting foul.
Yep. So quick inbounds from Cleveland. Staton McCray turns. Oh, went the other way and hits the shot. Boy, what a half.
Toward the sideline, you just move your feet. You got to get in front of him when he's turned and headed to the basket.
Staton McCray. Almost 4 minutes into the second half. A.J. fights for a spot. Basket and a foul. And for there is Smith. Schwartz does not give him up, and now he throws it away. Trying to cross to Edwards. Miami gets it through to Schwartz in the front court. Staton McCray took the contact and scored.
The ball is getting to the rim of dribble penetration. Will allow Virginia to get easy shots similar to that. They don't get that, they'll get a 3 week side.
Great feed inside.
Versatility. I just thought he was playing at such a high level.
Good rejection there by Robinson, fresh and off the bench. Johnson doubled. 2 to shoot for Staton McCray. Beats the buzzer.
Coach Bill Courtney is hoping to register his first victory since the great Jim Larinaga called it a career the day after Christmas. Staton McCray attacks and scores inside. Really, 13 and a half seasons with this Miami program. Matthew Cleveland, who's been here for a year and a half, is the most tenured player on the squad. Staton McCray drills the interim head coach for the Hoos this season. And boy, it just looks a lot different than it did
a few years ago in college basketball. Divine Ugochukwu out to Staton McCray, and he buries another three.
Pick up a few things, right?
Yeah, he's picked up a few. That shot is no good. Ball tipped around. Miami comes away with it. Joe Bay, who's from Lille, France. Not Paris. More like northern France.
You got that French tongue. You said that.
Begrudgingly, she said it. Here's a lead for Gillis, and Schwartz makes the steal. Staton McCray the other way with a triple. And it rattles in from Miami. A.J. Staton.
I like this lineup Wake Forest has in. This is their best defensive lineup.
Into the corner and check.
Former teammate of mine, doing well in Minnesota. He was my rook. That's my guy. Yeah, he was my rook. So
he was quite a player.
I'm happy for him.
I'm talking about when he was in college.
Yeah.
Loved him in college.
Good time with the Knicks last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
And then asked me, Scott, did you guys switch 1 through 5 in the pros? And I kind of told Coach, that was so long ago I barely remember, but you can see right now he's got the confidence in all his Florida State players to switch 1 through 5.
Bates, and a change of direction in midair as Watkins puts 2 more on the board for Florida State.
Wow, he looked like that guy that played down the road, Dwayne Wade, the way he attacked that basket, flew from the left side all the way across to the right.
Staton McCray.
Shots, getting steals, getting deflections. And that's why they got themselves a 6-point lead.
What's the counterpunch for Miami? Where have they had the most success offensively?
Well, it's same thing going inside. They've been doing a little bit more with the dribble than with the pass. They got 14 of their 20 points in the paint.
And the three.
His first career start for Dion Brown, who is sick, as Chad Venning is off the mark. Here comes Miami. Staton McCray strong to the hoop, and that's what they want to do. That hasn't been the problem. Defensively problematic. And a deflection of the Fred Payne shot well off the mark.
Well, one of the areas Earl Grant talked with us about was they needed more production from the point guard spot. Again, that's something he's still trying to figure out, who's going to be the leader of this. So they lost that game, but it was mainly because Coach L was not playing any defense. That's how he says, but he's been connected with them ever since, and really said he's learned so much from Coach L.
That was a great story. And Coach L said he was exhausted. He said it was just time. And the three.
The way this Hurricane team wants to feed Lynn Kidd, but they're just kind of predetermining we're going to Lynn Kidd. You got to still play. You got to get into the paint, try to get into the paint. Just don't stare at Lynn Kidd to try to give him the basketball.
Now a steal by Ugochukwu. So a turnover by Miami, and now a steal by the Canes. Lynn Kidd double team. They find a wide open.
They put the score a little fast. Get every point you can get.
3 on the shot clock. Firing away and missing was Arlandis Keys. So here come the Canes. Rolling it up with the right hand and getting it to go is AJ.
That was a good run for Jalil, though. It was a great run.
Both Bethia and Blackman take a seat. Cleveland and Ugochukwu check back in. The bucket was good by Cordelia. Mount St. Mary's within 6. He's a little sloppy. Having a hard time setting things up offensively. Joe Bay fakes the handoff. He's
great
caught
pass.
Down low, wide open Staton McCray.
Great pass. Paul Joe Bay.
It's before my time.
Hey, we got to play that song when Joe Bay scores. Good steal. Look for Drew Holiday for the dunk.
Soars with a right-handed hook shot. It's good. Two big bodies there.
Scott is not backing down, man. He is not backing down. He wants all the smoke. Shout out Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. He wants all the smoke. You got to feed him back.
Loose ball. Kid picks it up. Hands it off to Ugachukwu, the freshman out of Texas. Trying to find somebody. 5 on the shot clock. Staton McCray with the left hand. Into the paint. Spins up with the right. And that'll drop.
For Milicic, who's really a skilled player. He could play the point if Barnes wanted him to.
A look from the corner won't go down for Austin Swartz, but an offensive rebound for Kidd. And a good cut, and the layup will go for point guard in the country. He is the reigning SEC Defensive Player of the Year. He is an assist machine, and he has been a great part of this program for the last 4 years. Staton McCray. It's a good show by Kidd, and it leads to a turnover. Staton McCray, the crossover in the lay-in, and it's a 10-point game.
It's a 3-level scorer, Chaz Lanier.
13 on the night. The lead is 10. Shot clock at 10. Isaiah Johnson Arrigu into the game, number 4 for Miami, and there is a hustle by Ugachukwu. Boy, quick one by Swartz. Very quick shot in transition, but look at the hustle there by.
Forced them to back the pressure off of Nigel Pack, trying to bring the basketball floor against Zach.
Yeah, that was an early timeout discussion. Here's Kidd going to work, locking there defensively. Pack out front. Staton McCray, a Samford transfer, rolls in a 3.
Otherwise, that would have been an offensive interference.
Tied at 31. A little bit more of the offensive catalog than I knew Locken had a moment ago.
Tell you what, it took us 10 minutes to get any type of offense like this in the first half. Great from his teammates as well.
Those are the first free throws of the game for Clemson, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for certain, that Coach L can talk about the physicality, but it hasn't been as though it
came out to guard him. That left the interior open for a half a second, and they nearly cashed in, but Adu can't hit the little baby hook. Staton McCray on the drive, spins into.
The controls for the Buccaneers. And a turnover. Here comes Kidd the other way. Staton McCray, lefty layup is good. And a quick 5-0.
Or baby powder. You got to push in transition. You got to push.
Odin Jr. can't squeeze it home.
I really want to see Brandon Johnson step into that shot fast. He's the leading scorer on this team, but he's not shot hunting. He's making the defense respond to him and looking for his teammates. Teammates are knocking down threes. Sooner or later, that's going to bring him open for open shots.
Staton McCray again. Miami hasn't scored in the last 2.5 minutes. Kelly, not enough on it. There's a good rebound from Lynn Kidd. Where can Miami look to get some momentum here? Down 13 in the second half to a 1-7 Charleston Southern team. Staton McCray, quick catch, quick move for 2.
Great move.
Trailed from the opening tip. Jackson can't answer. And a man's rebound by Brandon Johnson. Here's Ugachukwu, another freshman. Staton McCray, tough 2 off the window.
Got a good look, didn't want to take it. Bombasell again turned the ball over.
Staton McCray points up. Blackman turns the corner. Nice handoff, but he's met at the rim by Jennings. And then McCray follows.
So impressive is Drake is playing at a pace that they can recognize and make decisions, and that's just so important.
Now here's A.J. Staton McCray.
Offense.
But Coach C and Aaliyah grabbed that offensive rebound. It begs the question, how's a 6'2 guard getting in there amongst the bigs and grabbing that ball?
Because they're tough. I mean, these kids from Drake are tough basketball players.
Staton McCray from deep. Yes. 6 on the shot clock. Abreu. A couple of up and under fakes. No good. In and out. And here's Staton McCray with the left hand.
A one middle jump stop and dropping it to Oduro. They need more of that. Coppin State needs that kind of action. Drive and kick for the assist.
Boy, look at Ugachukwu. Wide open three in the corner. That is flushed and balls for the Eagles. Just one for Miami. One foul, and they are playing some incredible defense here.
And you could hear Coach Larinaga from our seats here talking about who's the 3, who's the 4. Because the guys, we're talking about rotations, but we're also talking about guys playing in a lot of different positions, 1 through 4. Kid usually is that 5, and then everyone else can rotate.
Within 15. And again, this is a far cry from what Miami has seen through 2 games to start the year. They've only got 29 points, a little over 3 minutes and change left to play in the first half. They're being badgered. They're being pestered by this real sticky Coppin State defense. Staton McCray, deep 3. Good.
He's on a roll out there.
And that would have sent this place into a frenzy. Here's a 3 on the other end. That is no good. And Staton McCray does come down with a defensive rebound, but Nigel Pack just soaring.
We talked about his athleticism.
That's good for 3.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.